Again, like I said, that was a long list, but wow, that's a great list of accomplishments. The students in this class have achieved great academic accomplishments as well. Graduates, please stand and remain standing as I announce the following academic honorees. Audience, if you'd hold your applause until all recognized students are standing, that would be appreciated. 23 of these graduates will graduate in the top 5% of their class. Would those top 5% stand now? 33 of the graduates have earned an honors diploma. If you've earned an honors diploma, please stand now. 53 of these graduates have taken 5 or more AP classes, earning the Principal's Award for Rigor. If that's you, stand now. 46 graduates have earned a 4.0 or better on a weighted scale, earning the Principal's Award for Scholarship. Would those students stand now? And 52 graduates have earned a 3.67 to 3.99 on the weighted scale, earning the Principal's Award for Academic Excellence. Would those students please stand now? Audience, please join me in congratulating these students. Thank you. You may be seated. Ankeny High School has the distinction of providing one of the most rigorous and robust academic programs in the state, preparing its students for success after high school. In fact, 93% of the students in this class intend to do some sort of post-secondary school or training. In preparation for this, Ankeny High School students earned over 9,340 college credits this year, saving our community just over $1.3 million. At this time, we'd like to recognize those of you who've earned college credit while enrolled at AHS. If you've earned college credit while at AHS, please stand. Wow. You may be seated. Finally, Ankeny High School students continue to excel in national testing. 2 seniors were named National Merit finalists, Landon Guerin and McKenna Goffinette. Both went on to be identified as National Merit Scholarship winners. 1 senior, Madison Rubin, was identified as a National Merit Commended Student. 99% of this senior class took the ACT with an approximate composite average of 21.5. 190 of the students who took the ACT scored a 20 or higher on the exam, and 23 of these seniors scored a 30 or higher on the exam. Again, seniors, we are proud of what you've accomplished. An interesting fact about this class that's good to be reminded of, they're the first class to go all the way through the feeder system as a class. They truly are, once a hawk, always a hawk. They are also the first graduating class of students who attended all-day kindergarten in Ankeny. Clearly, we've done a good job preparing you to be successful. I would invite our student graduation speakers to come to the stage at this time. Graduates, we have 3 distinguished students to hear from today. Our first student speaker is Marie Beecham. Marie Beecham is the daughter of Jane and Gordon Beecham. During her time at Ankeny High School, Marie has been involved in ultimate frisbee, 3 years of varsity tennis and show choir, 2 of those years being on varsity. She has also served as co-president of concert choir, the secretary of student council, a member of French Honor Society, and a 3-year member of National Honor Society. Marie has received the Star Performer Award in show choir, the Silver Cord Award for volunteerism, and she was selected for Academic All-State. Throughout high school, Marie has maintained a GPA above 4.0 and earned a position among the top 5% in her class. In the fall, Marie will attend Iowa State University. Please help me welcome Marie Beecham.
Congrats to the graduating class of 2018. We've come a long way. With graduating high school, you may feel overwhelmed by all of the decisions and opportunities ahead of you. So remember to focus on what is important. Take a step back and realize that you don't have to do everything, but find your passion and make your impact there. Once you focus that passion, your efforts will spark an unbelievable chain reaction and oftentimes exceed your goals. It's obvious that none of us achieve this on our own. We each have family and friends who have helped guide us to this point. We also have teachers to thank for their support through the years. I'm proud to honestly say that the faculty at Ankeny High School stands apart. We have some exceptional teachers, but our outstanding staff members aren't only teachers. The secretary, Wendy and Jen, are always there for me like cool aunts. The lunch staff sets aside crispy fries for me because they remember that's how I like them. The custodians have pretended to chase me on the Zamboni in the halls because they think it's funny. Each person plays an important role in creating the positive environment that is Ankeny High School. Just like how every action supports the positive community of AHS, it's time for every one of us to start small and take action to better the world. There's a theory called the butterfly effect. And simply put, it goes, change one thing, change everything. It's called the butterfly effect because it's based on the concept that the flutter of a butterfly's wings can move one air particle, which moves another air particle, and can cause a chain reaction which eventually results in a hurricane on another end of the world. Things that may seem insignificant, like the flutter of wings, still have such massive results. This means that everything that you do or say, no matter how insubstantial, has monumental effects. Whether you impact people through your field of study or through how you treat others, you're changing the world. Oftentimes, you can't see all the good that comes from what you do. But every minor choice you make can have a tremendous positive impact. You'll impact the world regardless, so choose to make your mark a positive one. Hate culminates just as easily, so be nice every chance you get. Don't just be kind when it's easy. Anyone can be nice to pleasant people because they make it easy for you to be nice. Being friendly to people who don't make it so easy is what really shows someone's character. So get rid of any conditions. No one should have to earn your kindness. Just be unconditionally kind. Have confidence that you'll make a difference and pursue your passions with zeal. Whatever you do after high school, whether it's joining the workforce or going to college, use your talents and perform small acts of kindness. You can improve things wherever you go because there's so much room to better the world. Wherever you're going, strive to make it a more perfect place. You're capable of more than you realize. You don't have to do everything, but find your passion and do something. Because no matter how insignificant your actions may feel to you, you have the ability to change the world.
Thank you, Marie. Our next student speaker is Emily Hagedorn. Emily Hagedorn is the daughter of Kim and Brian Hagedorn. During her time at Ankeny High School, Emily served as the co-president of Student Council, co-president of Feminists About Equality, a student representative on the School Improvement Advisory Council, and a member of the French Honor Society. She has also participated in fall and winter varsity cheerleading and individual and group speech. Additionally, she is also an active member of her church youth group and holds a part-time position at Hy-Vee. Emily has maintained a weighted GPA over 4.0, meriting a position in the top 5% of her class. She will attend the University of Iowa in the fall, majoring in international business and political science with the hopes to attend law school thereafter. Please help me welcome Emily Hagedorn.
Before I begin, I'd like to thank the light of my life and the moon and my stars, my mother, Kim. You're the reason I'm up here right now, so love you. Good evening, class of 2018, parents, family members, faculty, and friends. Congratulations. For many of us, this ceremony is a cumulative reward for everything we've worked towards for 3 years. We stayed up late, and we got up way too early, and then we slept in our open periods to make up for it. We all have so much to be proud of. Whether it was the perfect grade on a paper or the satisfaction of everything coming together on a project, I hope you are all confident with your accomplishments here at AHS. Not only have we learned to be good students, but we have also learned, hopefully, to be good people. We have our teachers, coaches, mentors, parents, guardians, and counselors to thank for that. We have been taught discipline through sports or crazy schedules requiring meticulous time management. Some of us also learned how to find the antiderivative of something or another. I was not so lucky to absorb such information. However, beyond all of these things we have learned here at Ankeny, believe it or not, there are things out there we have yet to learn. We live in a world where at the touch of our hands, we have access to literally all corners of the globe, and yet it is so easy for us to waste time not taking advantage of the opportunity to broaden our horizons. I ask you to be a global citizen. Listen to perspectives of people unlike you, or anyone you've ever come across before. Share your perspective with these people. These views are valuable and can teach you more than you can ever imagine. We also have some learning to do in regards to being on our own and paving our own ways. From kindergarten to now, all-day kindergarten, we've had our hand held through life. We've now come to the natural point in our lives where maybe it's okay to let go of mom's hand and look both ways and then cross the street, but make sure mom's right behind us just in case we need her. Being independent will be a new, but such a rewarding experience of self-reflection and self-discovery. And maybe some of us are gonna learn how to do laundry. Yeah, I hear you, parents. So after 12 some years of learning, it begs the question, how am I going to find room in my head for more learning? It's only full of APA formatting rules. I get it, but please stay curious. Curiosity is the driving force of knowledge. Seek out the things you have questions about, whatever it may be. Look for answers. If there aren't any, unearth your own. No one would have actually found out what lies beyond what the eyes can see if no one ever wondered what was there to begin with. The second key ingredient in continuing your path of learning after high school is passion. Take pride in what you do. If you want to know it, don't be ashamed to find out. If it means something to you, say it. Never apologize for what you love. May it be cooking or caring for others or art or science or music or video games or anything under the sun and anything beyond that. Chase what matters to you and don't stop to look back and second guess if it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do is going to be what pulls your heartstrings the most. While all of the learning we did and knowledge we gained at Ankeny High School is recognized here at commencement, there is a lifetime we have yet to live after our short, or some of you may argue long, time we spent here. It matters not where life takes you. It matters what you do with it. Make life worth its while. Never lose curiosity, never lose passion, and never stop learning. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Emily. Our final student speaker for today is Jacob Mulcahy. Jacob Mulcahy is the son of Brian and Jennifer Mulcahy. During his high school career, he has played 4 years of golf, earning 3 varsity letters, and 4 years of ultimate frisbee, 2 years as captain. He is in the top 5% of his class, maintaining a weighted GPA above 4.0, while also helping others as a peer tutor. He was inducted into the National Honor Society as a sophomore and is an alumni of the Greater Des Moines Partnership's Youth Leadership Initiative. He has participated in debate, speech, and has earned his Silver Cord Award. He works part-time at Otter Creek Golf Course and spends several nights a week at his parish youth ministry events and its core youth leadership and planning team. This June, he will leave to major in chemistry at the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Please help me welcome Jacob Mulcahy.
Hello and congratulations. I'd like to quickly thank the people who have made a difference for me personally. Thank you to our teachers who devoted themselves even in the last few weeks of class when we weren't very pleasant. I'd like to thank my awesome parents, Brian and Jennifer. And most importantly, I'd like to thank the random worker at Paunch who always gives me double steak in my burritos. These are the people who made a difference in my life. Looking back on the last 2 years at Ankeny, I realized that one of our greatest teachers, Mr. Andrew Boschke, perfectly predicted the trend seen with most students going into senior year. When I was in his class as a junior, I asked a question that I didn't expect a serious response to. What do you think is the fundamental difference between seniors and juniors? His response demonstrated his experience at Ankeny High School when he quickly answered, "My juniors are fantastic in class. They're hard workers. They bring a lot to the table with respectful discussion. I always see good kids. But when students come back for their senior year, I see men and women. They're mature. They're ready to be challenged at all times. They're adults." Now, if you're like me, you probably don't always believe what Mr. Boschke says is true. He says I'm mature, but earlier this week, my friends and I tried to go kayaking, but instead spent an hour whacking each other with pool noodles. He says I've challenged myself, but the biggest challenge I can remember was driving to school without defrosting my car all winter. And according to Boschke, I'm an adult. Yet I still have to ask my mom if my clothes match. But whether or not we realize it in this moment, Mr. Boschke is right. Ankeny has offered us an education that was tailored to our interests and that will prepare us for the years to come. We've been blessed with teachers who cared about our success and with fellow students that shared our determination to reach this point. Ankeny has made us into young people of character with the will to choose work and to do that work well. There is no trace of the student that you were 2 years ago. Remember what your junior year was like, how you studied, how you treated others, and how you had fun. There's nothing wrong with the young person you remember, but still, it can be painful to recall our past honestly. To realize that maybe you weren't the student or the leader you are today. And for some, to accept the fact that you spent $50 on fidget spinners. Still, we can motivate ourselves with this memory. We will continue to improve ourselves and to challenge those around us. We overcame our bad study habits and have grown in character. We followed others, all the while learning to lead. We have worked hard so that in the future, we can look back on our freshly graduated selves as scholars, leaders, and as adults. So congratulations, class of 2018. We've earned our way here today, and now there's only one thing left to do.
Thank you, Jacob. I think you might have accidentally dropped your ID. The speakers, you may rejoin your class now. Thank you. It is now time for us to present our graduates. Parents and guests, as we present diplomas, we ask that you hold your applause and cheering so that all members of the audience can hear the names of students we are honoring today. At this time, Dr. Kimston, members of the Board of Education, distinguished guests, I am proud to announce and present to you the Ankeny High School graduating class of 2018. They really nailed that in practice, by the way. Students, please approach the stage for the awarding of diplomas.
Marie Janice Beecham. Emily Rose Hagedorn. Jacob Alfred Mulcahy. Brittany Michelle Abshire. Maxwell Manny Atongpong. Samantha Joe Alexander. Nicholas Howard Alger. Natalie Lee Alleman. Nicole Danielle Anderson. Cameron Lee Anderson. Spencer John Anderson. Sophia Anisimova. Dakota Michael Angstead. Megan Emily Anselm. Taylor Rose Marie Antofer. Adriana Renee Aragon. Lucas Jacob Archer. Zachary James Argetzinger. Colton William Asbill. Jasmine Rochelle Bailey. Jacob Lee Bannister. Jalen Allen Barr. Bersat Nori. Blake Evan Baskerville. Larry Daniel Baston. Colby Ray Barr. Lauren Olivia Beardsley. Tate John Birkland Beardsley. Matthew Thomas Beecham. Devin Robert Bechtel. Haley Elizabeth Beck. Riley Joe Bear. Abigail Lee Benetham. Connor Shane Bennett. Morgan Taylor Bennett. Grant Thomas Bilecki. Emily Ann Bittner. Quentin Kendrick Blade. Daniel David Block. Emily Ann Bogle. Madison Paige Bonner Palmer. Madeline Lee Borman. Jordan Taylor Bostwick. Hunter William Brenning. Skylar